Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, what's up? My name is Caitlin, and today we're going to be talking about my June 2018 favorites, because today is July 2nd when I'm filming this, which is crazy to me. Like, this year has gone by so much faster than like any other year of my life, and I don't really know why. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump into these products. I don't have very many just because this month I've tried some new products, but mostly it's just been me using the same products that I love a lot. And yeah, let's just go ahead and talk about them. The first thing I have to talk about is a kind of new product. Like, it's this brush. Like, I already have one of these somewhere. I don't know where it is right now. This is the Wet n Wild Foundation Flat Top Brush. It is dirty right now because I used it today. Sorry, not sorry. But this is my all-time favorite foundation brush. Like, I love this thing. It's super affordable. It's drugstore. I think it was $2.99 at Walgreens, and I think you can get it even cheaper at Walmart. Or I've even found these brushes at the dollar store before at Dollar Tree. So amazing. And I feel like personally it blends out my foundation really well. Maybe you don't agree, that's fine, but I just love this, and I do already have one. I wish I knew where it was. It's somewhere in this mess that I call a desk right now, but I don't know where. Oh, found it. Just kidding. Hi, close up. This is what my current one looks like. You can definitely tell the difference. I use this thing to death. I don't really know what happened to it. I actually went to clean it, surprisingly, and when I put the like brush shampoo in there, it just like hardened right here, and it won't come clean, and it's just like stiff and gross now. Like, that's what that looks like. And then if you use this one, it's just like, yeah. So I had to get a new one, which is not terrible because it didn't like break the bank or anything. It's $2.99. So love, love, love this guy. So happy I have him back in my collection because my makeup just did not look the same without it. So very glad to have it back. Next is what I'm wearing on my lips right now, which I'm not crazy about brown lips, but here lately I have been. Like, I have like 3 on my desk right now. I have the Taurus one by ColourPop and Kathleen Lights. I have somewhere over here, I just had it on in my last video, which, yes, I am still wearing the same thing that I filmed in my last video because I'm filming this the same day. Sorry about it. But I had in my Jeffree Star and Manny MUA liquid lip in the shade Daddy, which I hate that name, but I don't know where I put it, but I was wearing that in my last video, which is also a brown tone. And then this is another brown tone. This is the Ofra liquid lip in the shade Verona. This is what I got in my boxy charm. I'm gonna swatch it, but I don't really know why. It has a really small wand. It looks like this, and it's on my lips, and it's really pretty, really creamy. It lasts all day. I love Ofra liquid lipstick, so I was very excited to get this, and I actually have been enjoying this shade of lip a lot lately, which I know is like a fall color, but it's summer and I'm into it, so we're going with it. Next is something I can't demonstrate to you because they're gone, but this is the Yes to Cucumber Soothing Hypoallergenic Facial Wipes, and there was only 10 in here, so I used them pretty quickly, but I do want to get some more, and I want to get like an actual full size of these because these are amazing. Like, they don't perform as well as like my Kat Von D Unlock It wipes did, which I'm still on the hunt for something just as good as, because those were amazing and now they're gone and I'm sad about it. But these were really good too. I don't have like an issue with like hypoallergenic stuff normally, but my eyes are really sensitive to makeup remover. I don't know why, but it's just always been like, it's very stingy when I use makeup remover, and these don't do that. So I love them. They remove all the makeup. They're great. So I need to repurchase those. Next is another guy that's not new, but this is the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. I may have talked about this last month actually, but I had to replace the cap because my cap broke and I couldn't use this for like 2 months because I needed a cap. So I finished a different setting spray that I also really liked, which will be in my upcoming empties video. So I switched out the caps once that one was empty, so I can use this again, and I'm using it today. I use it pretty much every day now, and normally I feel like illuminating setting sprays are kind of gimmicky. I'm sorry I'm touching my hair a lot, but I just feel like it looks terrible because I just got out of the shower, so it's kind of like wet and weird, and I don't know. But I feel like most illuminating setting sprays are pretty gimmicky, but I feel like this one actually does make my skin illuminate a little bit more, and it does make my makeup last all freaking day, so I love this stuff. Next I have the Kokie HD foundation in the shade 10C, which I've been wearing every day. I'm wearing this today. I ran out of my e.l.f. one, which I wore like every day, so I had to find something else, and I had this in my collection, and it was just kind of something that like I was not usually really wearing, which I don't even really have like a reason why I wasn't reaching for it. I just loved the e.l.f. one so much that I was using it every day. And then I finally like tried this again, which I think I did maybe a first impressions on it, I don't remember, but I really like it. It's like a thin to really buildable coverage foundation. Like you can make this really sheer if you wanted to, but you can also build it up to like a medium, almost full coverage. It's not like full coverage, like it's not gonna hide everything, but I feel like it does a really good job. I kind of build it to like, I wouldn't say quite medium coverage, but whatever you want to say this coverage is where I like my foundation to be. So I really like that this is so versatile that it can work with people who like a light foundation up into people who like a more full coverage foundation. So I think this is a really good option. It is cruelty free, obviously. It's by Kokie. You can get it at Walmart. I love it. So very affordable, great foundation. I do like my e.l.f. one better though, not gonna lie. But we got this guy right now, and he's awesome. Next is actually a perfume, which is actually still in the packaging because I have another one over there, but I was too lazy to go get it, so I'm going to show you the one that's not open yet because I'm currently using my other one, but I already have a backup. That's how much I love this foundation. It looks like this. It is the Ariana Grande perfume. I think this is just like her original one. Yeah, Ari is what it's called. And I love that there's a celebrity fragrance that is cruelty free. I'm sure there are other ones, but most of the ones that I had in the past were not cruelty free. And I love the fact that Ariana's are. So they smell amazing. Like, it smells like candy, honestly, like, which is the kind of fragrances I like. I like sweeter fragrances. I don't really like florals. I don't really like spicy. I just like really sweet, like bubblegummy, fruity scents, and that is what this is. It doesn't smell fruity at all. It just smells really sweet, but I really like it. It's great, and the packaging is freaking adorable. So I already have a backup of this, and I will be using it as soon as that one's out. And I do want to try her other ones. I haven't tried any of her other, dropping everything. I haven't tried any of her other fragrances, so if you guys have a favorite of hers, let me know down below so I can check that out. Almost done. We've got a few more things here. 4 more things. This guy. I don't know why, but every time I have like a YouTuber collaboration palette, or this is a YouTuber owned brand, I keep it in the packaging. I feel like that's really weird of me, but I do. I don't do that for like any palettes. Like I have all my Too Faced palettes or any of those are not in the packaging, but every YouTuber palette I have, I keep in the packaging because I don't know, I'm weird, I guess. But this is the Dominique Cosmetics Latte palette, which you guys can probably tell by the words on the front of the package. But I will swatch a couple of these for you too. They're so pretty. These are like the most buttery ones I've ever felt in my life. Eyeshadows I've ever felt in my life. I don't know what to swatch. We're gonna do espresso. Oh my god, this feels so amazing. Like you could literally just sit there all day and just feel these shadows. So freaking pretty. And we'll do a matte. We're gonna do double shot because it's purple and purple shadows are my fave. So right there. The mattes don't swatch as well. Like they do swatch amazingly, but they just don't swatch as well as the metallics, which is normal for shadows. So don't like look at that and be like, why is the metallic so much better than the matte? Because that's just how shadows work. Like metallic shades just work better with your fingers than matte shades do. And it's staining my finger because I still don't have makeup remover wipes and need to go get some. But that is those. I love these. These are honestly, like, out of every brand of shadow I've ever tried, every eyeshadow palette I've ever tried, these are the creamiest, most buttery shadows I've ever tried. I'm very excited for her Lemonade palette. I am for sure going to be picking that up at some point. I don't know when, but at some point. And yeah, these shadows, like the color range in here is not like screaming my name. Like I like them, obviously. I love the purple and the blue, and they like this color in these, but it's just not like super intriguing. I feel like the color story in here is not like amazing, but the shadows are. So I feel like this palette is like opening a door to her palettes. I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but I feel like even though the color story in this palette is not my favorite, the palette is one of my favorites, which makes kind of no sense, but you just have to like try these shadows out for yourself. Like if I recommend any palette to you, it's going to be this one, even though the colors in here are not my favorite. But the palette itself and the shadow formula are. So very excited for the Lemonade palette. Going to get that one for sure and compare it to this one. But there's that little ramble for an hour on one palette. Next is another YouTuber palette that's still in the packaging. This is the Soph X. It's upside down. I put it in there upside down. Cute. The Soph X Makeup Revolution highlighter palette. It's just what it's called. I'm wearing one of the highlights on my face today, which is this bright white one right here. The highlighters don't have names, but this is what they look like. I'll swatch two of these. We're gonna do the purple, and we're gonna do, I don't know, this one right there. That's what they look like. Oh my goodness, they're so freaking pretty, and this is like so affordable. I think this was $10. Yes, this was $10, and you can get it at Ulta, you can get it on Makeup Revolution's website for $10, you guys. Like, you get 8 highlights. Wait, I think it was $12 actually. I might be lying to you right now. I think it was $12, but still, $12 for this is amazing. That's like almost $2 a shadow. No, I don't know. I can't math right now, you guys. But anyway, this is amazing. I love it. I'm kind of like not in my right headspace right now because stuff happened today, but so that's kind of why I'm just like, it's great, I love it, yay. But I really do like this palette. It's really good. You can see by the swatches and by this like super intense glow that's on my face right now. These are intense, so if intense highlighters aren't something you like, then maybe skip this palette. But if you really like those like bam in your face highlights, this is good for you. And there are, like up here, there's deeper shades for deeper skin tones, and then there's these 2 lighter shades for lighter skin tones. Then you have these, wait, I did that backwards. We need to take this back out so I can explain better. You have these 2 shades right here, which are great for lighter skin tones. Then you have these 2 shades right here, which are great for medium skin tones. And then you have these 2 right here, which are great for deep skin tones. Then you have these 2 that pretty much any skin tone color can get away with because they're just like fun pops of color highlights. Like here's the pink, and then there's the purple one, of course. So those are just fun that like any skin tone can wear. And this is very versatile though. Like you can still get away with some of the other shades depending on whatever your skin tone is, but you can also wear them as eyeshadows or inner corner highlights no matter what your skin tone is. So I feel like you're just gonna get a lot of use out of this palette no matter what your skin tone is what I'm trying to get at, no matter how many times I'm gonna say that same thing over and over again in this video. So I love this palette and would highly recommend it. Next, to go along with that, is the Soph X Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palette. If I had to say, or if you were asking me highlighter palette or eyeshadow palette, I would go with the highlighter palette, just because it's better, I guess. I don't know. But this is what this looks like. The packaging in the highlighter palette's cuter, and I feel like, I don't know, they just perform better than these eyeshadows do, but these eyeshadows are still really amazing, and you get a ginormous mirror in here, which is great. And here are the shadows. You get 2, 4, 6 by 4s, 24 shadows in here for $15. So already an incredible deal, and they perform really well. I'm going to swatch a few. Let's do this green shade. Let's do this matte color right here, and let's do the purple. That's what they look like. And we're going to swatch, I don't know, right here. So they swatch amazingly. Like that green is super intense. They're really pretty. They're really pigmented. They're not super creamy. They're kind of powdery a little bit, but from a drugstore palette that is $15 for, wait, is this fitting? Yes, $15 for 24 shadows, which is literally less than $1 a shadow. Like, honestly. This Lemonade palette, or no, the Latte palette was $42 for 8 shadows, and this is $15 for 24 shadows. So let that sink in for a minute. Obviously these are better quality, they're way buttery, they have better ingredients, but these are still really, really good. And if you are on like a budget, which I know I am, this is a great option. They have a bunch of neutral colors. They have your purples, your blue, your green, your pink colors. You have a black. So you have mattes and shimmers and metallics in this palette, which it's very versatile. Anyone, no matter what you're into for eyeshadow, will like this palette. Unless the only eyeshadow you wear is like a canary yellow or something, you're gonna love this. Like, it's got everything in it. It's great. I love it. So highly recommend this. the packaging is really boring, but this packaging is really cute. And they do have shade names on this little plastic insert, which I keep with the palette even though I never read them because I hate them. Like, that's the only thing about this palette that I hate, is the little plastic insert with the names on it, just because I hate it when any palette does that. Like, I don't like the shade names on the back of the palette, and I don't like them on little plastic inserts, no matter what brand it is. If it's freaking Wet n Wild or if it's like high-end Marc Jacobs, if you do that, I'm gonna hate that fact about your palette. But that's just personal preference because I like to be able to see the shade name right below the shade. So last thing is also a eyeshadow palette. This is the Alamar Cosmetics Reina del Caribe, I don't know, palette. Whatever this is, we got it in BoxyCharm and it's freaking stunning. When I first opened this, I was like, oh yeah, these are really pretty, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Like, I can't get a full look out of this. And then if you watch the BoxyCharm video, then you know I definitely did get a full look out of this, and it was beautiful. And I actually wore that same look like 3 days in a row because I was obsessed with it. So let's swatch a couple of these. We'll do Coco Taxi, Tropico, and Varadero. Those three right there. Like, just wait for this. Oh my gosh. It's so freaking pretty. I love that blue. Like, that blue in this palette alone is like perfect. But these shades are really, really beautiful. They're cruelty free, obviously. I think they're from Miami, Florida, so they're made in the USA. They are Cuban owned. I don't know what else to tell you about them. They're just amazing. Like, I love these shades. They are some of my favorite. I cannot wait for this brand to come out with more eyeshadow palettes because I will for sure be picking them up. They're just stunningly beautiful. Like, look at that shade right there. So look at that, and then look at all the other stains on my arms, and tell me which one of these sticks out to you, because for me it's that one. I seriously, like, you have no idea. This palette is beautiful. I felt like for 8 shades, I wasn't going to get much use out of it. I wasn't going to be like, oh yeah, so many looks I can create. Sorry. But you really can. Like, you can, of course, just, like, pop these in the, whichever one of these you want to pop into the crease, you can. It's gonna work. And then you've got these pops of color. You can keep it really simple and just use this all over the lid and blend it out with this, or this one and blend it out with this one. You can do all of these colors. Like, I put all 3 of these in the crease, and then I did this blue on the lid, popped this in the inner corner, and smoked it out with this in the outer corner, and then did the same thing on the lower lash line. You can create a really beautiful halo eye out of this. There's just so many things you can do with these 8 shades, which to me is incredible because they're 8 shades. Like, unless you're gonna do like a full neutral palette with 8 shades, there's not really a lot of things you can do with 8 shades. But this palette proves me wrong on that because I've created like several different looks with this, and I will continue to do so. But yeah, that is all of my products this month. I feel like I talked for a really long time for not having very many products and kind of rambly and all over the place, but that's just me, so sorry about it. If you hate it, then you don't have to keep watching my videos, but if you like it, go ahead and tell me by liking this video and subscribing to my channel, like, duh. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell if you are subscribed so you're notified every time I upload, because that's a thing that's not currently happening. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Let me know if you want to see any of those products in use, or if you want to see any more looks with them. I have done looks with most of the things I just talked about, but if you want more, let me know. Otherwise, go ahead and check out the videos that I've already done on them. And yeah, that's everything I have. Bye guys.